Welcome to the stream, I guess, after like 21 minutes of troubleshooting. Welcome to version 13.3. Where do I start? There are several things that I cannot show. It says added 8 new units, but let's ignore that. It doesn't actually add any new units whatsoever. We don't actually know anything. There is a new ultra form, Kaguya, which you've already probably seen in the thumbnail. There's new talents, one for Kubiluga, one for Volta. There's also talent for Ruri. There's one new enemy. I don't know about these. These are just rocks. There's one new enemy, which is a Black Sage Dober. There's a new combo with Blizana and Crystal Cat. There's a new Meow Medal, but we don't know what it is. And these are probably the big stuff. Improved enemy guide. This is the biggest thing for 13.3, which is the improved enemy guide. It's an improvement, but also it still kind of sucks, but it's an improvement. So the enemy guide now, as you see on the top right over here, the enemy guide now has a trait and the ability for the enemy itself. And also this shows event enemies now. So stuff like Santa Yandom is now here. It doesn't have any description for some event enemies. So stuff like Relic Uriel or Relic Ulala, those stuff do not have descriptions, but it's there in the enemy guide. It also shows like the traits and the abilities, so that's cool. Like you see here, Sundoge, it shows the metal trait, it shows all the resistance, area attack, single target or whatever, it shows that it's freeze, and it also shows like new stuff, which is like this. It's the alien barrier, this is Aku barrier and death search, and this is for toxic, because you've never actually had these before, right? I believe it doesn't actually show Zombie Burrow and Zombie Revive. So Burrow and Revive I don't think is in the enemy guide for some reason. That search icon goes raw. I like this icon so much. This icon actually looks so good. Does it say stats? That's a pretty good joke. It's like it's an improvement, but like goddamn, if you look at this, you still don't have the enemy filter whatsoever. You still gotta like scroll through all these shit because there's like new event enemies. It's even longer. It's going to be way more precise to actually find the enemies that you want. If you go to a stage and then you tap on the enemy, you'll go straight to the enemy guide to show what's there. But now what is new is that you will only filter out the enemies that are in the stages. So if this stage only has the Doge and the winds, you'll go to the enemy guide with only the winds and the doges, which is very nice. That's very neat. I honestly kind of forgot about this feature of like tapping enemies in enemy guide, but then again, I don't really use it that much, but I'd imagine it's probably helpful for people who actually knows or wants to find out. Still definitely a great step in the right direction. It's just that I wish enemy guide are not like a scroll thing. Maybe it's fine for it to be a scroll thing if it's like for this thing specifically, but for the normal enemy guide, I feel like it should still just follow Cat Guide. Like Cat Guide is still just like ultimately better. That's basically it. Oh, I did not know this. Enemy traits are no longer shown next to the name with the exception of Sluggy Red, Sluggy Black, and Sluggy Angel. I guess that makes sense since all of them are the same name. Oh, I guess that means that they'll probably finally fix Ursa Major, because like Ursa Major has floating in their enemy description for quite a while now. If you check like Ursa Major's enemy description right now, it says alien floating. So maybe they'll finally fix this next time. We'll see about that. What Cat got cool dude? Oh, you're right. That would be kind of funny if they have like a special trait for the Cat guide that is just like cool dude. But leaving the battle after 10 seconds will still allow you to see what enemies are in the stage. For these stuff, you usually would only see question marks if you've never played the stage, but you will only see the enemies after you win or lose the stage. But now you can also just leave the stage and you will still see the enemies, but you're still gonna have to stay for 10 seconds, which kind of sucks. You still have to lose the energy. Yeah, there are times where I would like want to check a stage and then I'm like, I don't really want to play right now, or like I'm going to lose and I'm just gonna get out and change my loadout, and then I want to check what's in the stage again, and I'm like, oh wait, I can't actually check what's in the stage now because I left instead of losing. So that's still nice. That's definitely still nice. It's definitely, you know, kind of still sucks that they put it like a mystery stuff, but like, it's an improvement. It's still better to just look up the level in the wiki. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely just better to always use third-party stuff. What's next? Okay, added one new special ability, Metal Killer, we'll get into that, and added 3 new user rank rewards. Wow, guys, I can't wait to get my user rank up 22,200 for 3 gold Z. Oh, hell yeah. No cold Z. I think cold Z is on the last update, actually. No 22222 UR reward. I'm also surprised by that, to be honest. There's like, we got 2 to 200, but we don't got 2 to 2. Okay, let's just start with like the unit stuff. I know you guys want to maybe talk about theoretical stuff, but we'll get into theoretical corner later, right? Like, okay, look, I have a theoretical corner, right? What if certain units are in the update, right? It's not real, of course. This is all just a theory, right? This is all just a theory, but we'll have a theoretical corner later. Wouldn't it be interesting to have some units or enemies in the update, right? Like, that's all. What if Izanami got added, right? Like, it's like, it has been like a few months since Izanagi came out, so it wouldn't be too much of a surprise if we get, for example, an Epic Fest unit version of Izanagi, right? What if we got Callisto variant? Yeah, that would be crazy, right? That would be crazy. Let me just go through like the filler stuff first. Kubiluga. I am so sad for Kubiluga. This poor man. Kubilan Pasalan. Once again, Pono's with like the worst possible talents to give to Aluga. Immunity to wave, search resistance, and slow metal enemies. Why? This poor guy. Resist search, that's so good. You're right, actually. I'm undermining his talents. His talents is actually really good. Search resist? Oh, hell yeah, dude. I can think of what stage has metal and search? Floor 28 of Infernal Tower. No, that's wave. That's Mr. Murr. I mean, the wave immune is gonna be good for like Mr. Murr for like floor 28 of Infernal Tower. It's also good for Metal Corey, yeah. Even though he's most likely, you know, still gonna be able to just immediately snipe off Metal Corey without needing immune to waves, but it's helpful, am I right, guys? Volta is now getting talents, curse immunity, slow immune, freeze immune. I see a lot of people having pretty mixed opinion on this. I don't mind this that much either. I think this is definitely not bad. Like, this is basic talent, right? If this is ultra talent, I would be like, this is shit. But since this is normal talents, I don't mind this at all. I think this is fine. This is definitely like not the craziest thing in the world, but I think having like full immunity to all of these are actually not bad. Like, curse immunity, full curse immunity is nice. Full slow immunity, full freeze immunity can definitely help you in like certain situations. I don't know, like, I don't hate this. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's like the best talents in the world. I think it's fine. Who used Volta against Relic? This isn't about against Relic. What do you mean against Relic? Of course you're gonna use it against Alien. He doesn't have any Relic targeting. Are you asking like why he has curse immunity? It's because there's aliens and Relic stages. Believe it or not, most stages in the games are mixed traits. Why do you think Ramen has curse immunity or curse resist? It's because there's angels and relic stages. Like, that's still a good talent. And that one new ultra talent for one cat, that is Ruri. Ruri gets a 20% chance to dodge. As usual, since this is a dodge, you don't need to like fully max it out. You can probably just get like level 1, just get the dodge, and that's already like really good. She has relic targeting, right? Relic target and rep target dodge attack, which I think is really nice. Since she's also like really tanky, she has target relic, target red. She can tank both. I'd imagine if you have this, you can probably solo relic B. Because like a relic B only has relic and reds, right? So she can probably solo that. She can probably solo that very easily. Ruri Ultra is disappointing. I think it's fine. Movement speed is nice. Immune to freeze is nice. I think this is like tanker essentials. Another tanker essential is, I would say, immunity to knockback, but I think it's fine. I don't think it makes her like crazy good. It's just a lot of investment. As usual, as per like every ultra talents in general, it's a lot of investment, but I think it's a pretty good one regardless. I think that's about it for the cats. Aside from theoretical cats that might happen. There's also new combo for Blizzana for counting power up M. This is a weird combo. What does this combo even mean? As it was, Arino Mamano. This is probably a reference. I don't know what this is. This is probably a reference. Oh, it's let it go? Oh, that's what it was? It's frozen? Okay, I did not know this. Glass because it looks like ice? I guess. It's like ice crystal. Why accounting? I don't know. Earlier before the stream, I just played what's the name of the stage? It's the stage with like Sorrel spam, Reynard, and Kamel. Kuala Lumpur, yes, thank you. Maybe accounting power up can help. Because you can stall at the beginning of the stage, right? But like, the Sorrel barely gives you any money. Maybe this'll help. With now the Sorrel dropping 100 instead of 90. or something like that. Malaysia reference. Malaysia mentioned? Lazada and Kuala Lumpur. Hey, look, you can use the crystal cat, right? You can use the crystal cat to push back the camel, right? But yeah, there is unfortunately no news for Shagong and Rover. Okay, I think that's about it. Let's move on to Kaguya Ultra Form. Let's go. What's the Japanese name? Ultra Kaguya Hime. Okay, it's literally just Ultra Kaguya. Okay. This cat princess of the Moon Kingdom returned after ending the long space war with her own hands. Jesus. Okay. She has the metal killer ability. It occasionally slows angel and metal enemies. Okay. She basically throws hands. So this is Ultra Kaguya. She reverts back to first form, which I think is so fucking cute. This is actually genius. Not gonna lie, this is actually genius to have an Ultra form to be just like, yep, you're back to first form now. This is so cool. Kaza Jizo is going to get this. I'm telling you, man, Kaza Jizo will be the meta in like 2026. Jizo doesn't even have talents yet. This will definitely happen, guys. This is not really related, but I saw cute art of Kaguya. I just want to show that. That's cute. Small supremacy. It's so cute. It's so nice that we get to have Kaguya first form. Also, you can see the green stars here, and you might wonder what that green star is. This is Kaguya's new ability, Metal Killer. This is the Metal Killer ability in action. This is a guaranteed ability to do 12% damage to the metal enemies. But it's similar to Water Blast than it is to Holy Blast. It's 12% of current metal health. That's not busted at all, lol. It's kinda? It's like, the thing about the Metal Killer is that it's similar to Water Blast instead of Holy Blast, right? Like, obviously the first hit being 12% is like really strong, but after that, it gets like really diminished, right? Once the metal, for example, is at like 50% health, then you'll only do 6%. Then it becomes like 44%. Then it only becomes like 12% of the 44%, and it goes down and down and down. Normally, after like the enemies are like at low health, you will probably realistically still have to crit them. The effectiveness is not as good for weaker metal enemies, like maybe metal doges or normal metal hippos. But also, yes, you do have talents from the previous form, the knockback talent, the extra slow talent, the slow resist talent, and the HP and the damage talent. Then the ultra form will also have this, which you already know, but like this is unique since this is reverting back to first form, right? But yeah, I think it's pretty cool to have this kind of ability. I think it's pretty interesting. That being said, I think metals are already a power crept ability, so it's weird that they even have like more abilities for metal. There haven't been like that crazy of a relevant metal stages in forever, to be honest. I guess like the newest one would be like Soul in the Idol. Even then, I don't think Kaguya True Form is that good against Soul in the Idol, because most of the metal enemies in Soul in the Idol are like weak peons, right? It's like metal doges and normal metal hippos. It's something that you probably want to use like Hurricane or Aku researchers on, but not really like metal killer units. There's a pretty obvious reason on why they put a metal cyclone on the new ZL stage. Like if you go to the new ZL stage, it's just metal cyclone and Puffingtons. A bit more information: if you somehow stack 9 Kaguya to attack at the same time, she can one-shot literally every metal enemy in the game. Oh! Oh, that is so funny, actually. That is really good. That is so funny. 100% damage die. Rest in peace. I like this Ultra Form a lot. I do not think it is like the most broken Ultra Form or the most broken unit or whatever, but I think it is a great Ultra Form in terms of like balance and in terms of like interestingness. I think it is really good. I really like this Ultra Form a lot. I think that's about it for Ultra Form Kaguya. Let me talk about the Sage Dober. This is a really cool enemy in terms of, I think, also design, animation, and all that stuff. Like, I really like this design. It has the Chilhola ass eyes, the red eyes with like the black thumbnail, and like the sage crystal being like a collar. I think it's really cool. The animation for this guy is also really good. Actually, what's like your JP name? Doboru Daku. Oh, it's just Dober Dark. Okay. A dog who awakened to music by wearing mysterious collar. Who awakened to music? What? Can't play an instrument but uses his extensive musical knowledge to give ghost writers composition direction for songs he releases under his own name. Wow. That's crazy. Use ghost writers? That's insane. Check trivia. So Dover Dark is maybe a pun to Doboru Zaku, the Japanese variant of Dvorak. Ah, I see. A famous Czech composer, best known for composing New World Symphony. This is supported by 682 mentioning composition of how Stage of Mind, Socrates, and Dogo Signs also based on historical figures. Ah, I see. He has 2 million HP, he has 6 knockback count, 12 movement speed, attack power is 13,000, which is not great, but he has a mini wave, 33% chance to do level 3 mini wave. Since Since it's like only 20%, it's probably only like 2,600 damage. And Omni Strike from 200 to 350. And 100% chance to weaken to 25%. So since this is a Sage, this means that like stuff like Bomber Cat would have 70% of their freeze getting cut off. I don't know if it's going to be worth using Bomber for him. Do you know that Oda still perma freeze Stage Tober even though he has 70% freeze resist? You probably need combo with that. But yeah, even with Sage, you can just freeze this guy with Nobunaga. Also, look at that animation. That animation is so good. I love that attack animation. But yeah, with freeze combo, you can perma freeze this guy. That is very funny. That is so fucking funny. Who needs Sage Slayer anyways? Yeah, exactly. You don't need Sage Slayer for Nobunaga when you have like 3 times the effective freeze. That's crazy. The attack animation is so good. I like that attack animation so much. It's so detailed, even with like the... Look at the legs. Like, look at the leg movement. It's so detailed. Just use Pizza. He has 25% weaken. He outranges Pizza through Omni Strike. You can use like no meat shield and then Pizza it, but he's also pretty fast. You probably don't want him to push that much. You can easily meat shield him because his attack isn't that crazy strong. It's only 13k, that's not enough to kill Erasers. Erasers generally has like 24,000 health, I believe. But it's still pretty easy to like stall him. So generally you probably don't wanna like no meat shield him that much. And even if you do, there's already a way better counter for this guy, which is Heavy Assault CAT. Heavy Assault CAT and Dark Laser. Heavy Assault CAT has Weaken Immune talent. This is a talent that's like rarely ever used for CAT at all. And maybe this is the time to shine. Dark Laser also has immune to weaken, so you can use both of these. And yeah, you can see the Omni Strike kind of giving CAT trouble there, but Dark Laser is doing Dark Laser things, being able to just tank through and being weaken immune and doing a shitload amount of damage to the Dober. That is very nice. Fuck Dark Laser, we love CAT. I mean, I like both of them. I actually kind of like Dark Laser. I used to not really like her that much. The more I use her, the more I kind of appreciate her. Like nowadays, I think CAT is like significantly more relevant than Dark Laser. I already like this a lot compared to, say, Saint Dober. Saint Dober is like an unbalanced piece of ass. Like, he doesn't deal that crazy amount of damage. The wave is only mini wave, so you can't tank through it. It's not that bad. Like, I actually kind of like this enemy a lot. Miniwave didn't kill Slime? Really? Yeah, the Slime gets weakened there. Slime gets weakened. That is actually kind of funny. I think it only lasts for like 2 seconds though, so the weaken doesn't last that long, so it's not that crazy. But it does basically like cripple anything that is like melee range or like mid-range or under 350 range, which is, I guess, for the pizza counter essentially. I do like this unit a lot. I think this unit is balanced very, very well. I think Polos did a great job on this. But yeah, that's about it for this update. That's all that we legally know. Of course, there are, you know, some theoretical stuff, right? There are obviously some theoretical stuff that we can put in this update. There are some stuff that, what if this is a thing, right? What if, you know, it's been a while since we get like a new fest and, you know, we did just get Izanagi, right? Since Izanagi is based off of folklore with Izanagi and Izanami. So let's just say there's an Izanami, right? For example. Now, it's just a theory, of course. I'm not saying this is real. I don't know. This unit has not exist. ChatGPT gave me Izanami unit for the Battlecats Fest banner. Yeah, this is actually like AI generated. This Izanami would be also similar to Izanagi, right? It would do a triple attack, right? Where it would attack 3 times. Since she's an Epic Fest unit, that means that she's only good against Traitless, right? Let's just say she has Insane versus Traitless. So for example, let's just give her, I don't know, maybe like Savage Blow, you know? That would be cool, right? I think that would be interesting, right? Let's just give her like Savage Blow. And how about we make it extra? Let's give her area attack. Yeah, let's give her area attack. That would be crazy. But also to make her balanced, let's make her base DPS to be pretty low, like Nala damage. Yeah, let's just say it's like Nala damage. Same with Nala range. Yeah, it's basically like Nala range. It's same with Nala range. It's like similarly like Nala DPS. Well, let's say her standing range is like 400, right? Let's just say that maybe she's not actually wave immune, which is crazy. I mean, like, every Fest unit so far has wave immunity. Let's still give her Surge immune, right? It's also immune to Curse and also immune to freeze. Make Izanami a conjurer? Oh, you're right, because like Izanagi is also a conjurer. So let's just say she also has her own spirit, right? Wait, Izanagi has knockback and slow, is it? Let's give Izanami knockback and freeze instead. Yeah. So this would be like a pretty balanced unit, right? Like it's still pretty strong, but still like just balance around the trait list. Now, theoretically, if this is a thing, theoretically, I would say some people in the community would theoretically be angry at it. I know that's a weird theoretical, but I would be also annoyed at these theoretical people. I think these theoretical people are miserable people who just wants to win without thinking, and I think that sucks. And I think, and with what's wrong with Battlecast updates in the past year, theoretically, of course, theoretically, these people do exist. I don't think it's that much though. Theoretical people, so I don't think there's that much people who would theoretically be angry at this thing. But yeah, that's the theoretical Izanami. Aside from that, you know, since this is Easter, right? Let's just say we have a theoretical Easter unit too, right? I don't know, who hasn't gotten like, you know, who hasn't gotten a variant in a long time? Kalissa? Yeah, you're right. How about Kalissa, right? Let's just say Kalissa gets an Easter form. That would be cool, right? Like, let's say instead of the Excalibur, it would be a carrot. That would be kind of funny for a design, right? I think that would be pretty cute. Since normal Kalissa is against Angel and Tropical Kalissa is against Red, let's just say her stats maybe is similar to like Tropical Kalissa. I actually have no idea about this. Let's just say her targeting is Zombie, with Zombie Killer, of course. Right? Maybe this isn't strong enough. Let's give her immunity for slow and immunity for curse to make her even better. I don't know. I don't really know why I would give her specifically slow and curse, but that's just theoretically, I think, what Ponos would do. Aside from that, so this is an actual fact thing. Hold on, I need to actually go back. Okay, this is an actual fact thing, but I believe that we actually have like a relic enigma. You actually have a relic filter now, so we know that we have a relic orb. So that's cool. We actually can get like Slapstick's relic orb or like JoJo relic orb and stuff like that, which is really cool. That's actually like a thing. But that means that theoretically, you know, maybe we can have a relic gauntlet. Right? What do you guys think would be a good relic Baron unit? You know, we have like Sorel or like Doges or like Emos. Honey 1-1? You guys think Honey 1-1 would be good? Yeah, I guess Honey 1-1 would be good, right? Damn, I actually don't have a picture of Honey 1-1. I do have a picture of Haniwa, which is not Honey 1-1. Let's just say it's like that, and let's give him Gauntlet Orb somewhere, right? Let's just say, I don't know, maybe like in his mouth. This theoretical Honey 1-1 enemy, basically similar to Honey 1-1, right? Which is like a roulette ability. So it has like a lot of chance to do a lot of things, right? Instead of a mini wave, let's just do a normal wave. Maybe let's give him like, I don't know, like 350 range or something like that. Somewhere around there. It is only 350 range, right? So I would say this is going to be the food for like Dashley or like Uriel, right? So to give it a little bit more relevancy for the roulette ability to occur, let's give it curse immunity. Theoretically, this would be the first enemy ever to have curse immunity. But yeah, that is the theoretical corner. None of these exist. Guys, it's just a theory, right? Yeah, it's just a theory, of course. None of this is real. I don't know, theoretically, they probably would add something for like 11th anniversary. Maybe some new Doge God enemies. But aside from that, I think that's about it. Hey, a little bit of extra information about 13.3 now that it's already dropped in EN. The first thing is, well, this isn't really related to EN specifically, but hey, look, we have Baron Honey 1-1, as well as an anti-zombie Easter Kalissa, and also Epic Fest Izanami. Who would have predicted that? That's crazy. But aside from that, since we now have the English name for the event enemies in the enemy dictionary, we can actually see that apparently Ponos retconned some of the names. Like, we used to be able to see some of the enemy names in like the event banners for like seasonal events. Stuff like Blitzen, or Marlin, or Mercury Slot. But the enemy in the enemy dictionary names are now different. These names are probably more consistent to the usual Ponos naming scheme, which I guess is good, but damn, I can't believe they took out my boy Martin like that. Another new feature that I apparently missed is that now if you press the gift back advertisement button thing on the Gamatodo screen, you can actually see the potential rewards that you're going to get. It's actually pretty nice. You still wouldn't really fully know what to expect, but that's nice. Now, one more final thing is that we have some new slots in the cat dictionary that doesn't seem to correlate to anything that BCJP already has. So why not let's go back to the theory corner, right? I think the most obvious thing that could be an EN exclusive would be Trash Cat from the winner of the Outcats. And as for what his stats would be, let's just say that in theory, I don't know, trash. So you know how Archer Cat used to be called like a trash cat back then? What if he now is similar to Talented Catar, which is an anti-zombie range unit? But to make him more unique, let's just say he has area attack, but with lower range, to make it different from Catar, but also keep his health to be still really low. Now that still leaves a lot of other slots. There's like a couple of different units in different parts of the dictionary, and I believe one of them actually says that this would come from a collab, which might mean that maybe we are getting some EN exclusive collab, or at least a collab that is currently only in EN. Who knows if it might come to JP or something. If I have to guess, it's probably not an anime, because if it's an anime, JP would definitely get them. It's probably not too big of an IP, maybe something closer to like Mola Mola or Crash Fever. That's probably the general size of the collab that we're going to expect here. But yeah, well, that's just a theory, you know? Theoretically, that's what I would think. But yeah, anyways, that's it for the addendum of 13.3. And remember, it's just a theory. Thanks for watching.